Hello everybody, it's Steven here and welcome to another fake check video. Now today we're going to check out a fake Galaxy Note 4 and we will compare it to the real one. Now I've been collecting a lot of those replicas and I'm pretty sure that I can tell you the most important things about them. So this should be a one-to-one replica, but as you will see there are many differences and in this video we're going to find them out. Now this replica here is from LiveMall, so it's a DHgate seller and the link is down below if you want to check it out to have a look at the specs, because yeah, talking about the specs takes a lot of the time. Then as always it's running a MTK chipset, so it's not that high end like the Galaxy Note 4, and the version we have right over here is the quad-core version. So let's just go and let's get started and let's have a look at the replica. Now as always I did a quick unboxing for you and in the background you can see the boxes, so there's already a difference. Then if you have a look at the charging cable, you can see it looks almost the same. Now it also comes with the QR code and logo, so it really looks like the real deal. Then here you can see a quick starter guide, it's for the SM-N910 and this also looks like the real deal, so it's really hard to tell the difference. Now if you have a look at the charger, then you can see this is not the real one. Now just have a look at the USB port. Usually on the fake ones it's not straight in. Then also if you have a look here at the connectors, this is not for my country, so I would have to use a adapter and it's very lightweight, doesn't support fast charging. So yeah, not that good. Then here we have the batteries and I have a lot of them because you always get two when you buy such a clone. And you also need to because they break down very soon or they just don't hold the charge. So if you have one of these, I would definitely recommend to get a original battery because the fake battery is very bad. Then let's have a look at this headset, and yeah, also a headset is included and this looks like the real one but the quality is not that good. It also comes here with the sticker, so yeah, it really looks like the real deal but it isn't. And here you can see it, so it's unpacked and yeah, same style but the quality is not that good. Alright ladies and gentlemen, now that's basically it, and now I would say let's have a look at both smartphones. Now first of all, let us check out the display. This was one of the main reasons why I have bought the Galaxy Note 4. It's a SMOLED display, it has nice colors, ultra sharp, it's a 2K display, and also the brightness really nice. Now the clone comes with a full HD display, I mean it's also good, but it doesn't look that good like the display of the real Samsung Galaxy Note 4. So you have may wondered what that black thing here on the top is, and this is actually a cover for the logo and you can easily scratch it off. Now yeah, they cover it because it's actually a counterfeit item. Now the logo on the back cover I think is not a problem, but the logo on the device itself, it's not removable. I think that's a huge problem, so that's why they cover it, but you can easily scratch it off. Then when the black thing is removed, it almost looks the same. So the logo seems to be a bit bigger, but yeah, just a little bit. Then you can see the camera, the sensors, the speaker, everything is placed on the correct spot. Also the LED, but yeah, if you have a look at the camera then you can see it's not exactly in the same position, and also the lens doesn't look that big and good like on the Galaxy Note 4. But we also have here proximity and light sensor in the middle of the speaker and also a notification LED, which you can see in the left top corner. But also this LED doesn't look exactly like on the real one. But you can see that the color doesn't match. So the frame of the fake one is a bit darker than the real one, and I haven't seen any clone which comes exactly with the same color, so that's the only bad thing. But except of this, both devices look almost equal. Also here the bezels and the frame thickness matches, so that looks actually really great, but yeah, as you can see, the color doesn't match. Then now let's have a look at the home button and the capacitive touch buttons at the bottom of the device. Now yeah, it also comes with those buttons here, but the backlight of the capacitive touch buttons doesn't look that good at all. If you have a look at the backlight here, then you can see it's very bright and powerful, while on the clone it's very low and doesn't look that good at all. Now let's talk about the home button. It's a hardware home button on both devices, but yeah, the real one comes with a fingerprint scanner and the fake one doesn't come with a fingerprint scanner. It's just a physical home button with absolutely no other functions. That's the only bad thing, and there are clones with a working fingerprint scanner, but they are very expensive. Then another good thing is that the clone comes with a metal frame just like the real one. Now you can see I've already dropped it as a cut at the top, so it's very stable. The buttons don't feel that good like on the real one, and also the color doesn't match. Now the frame on the fake one is much darker as you can see, and yeah, doesn't look that good, and I'm not sure why they can't clone the color because I think they can, but yeah, for some reason they don't. Now let's have a look at the bottom side of both devices. Now at the top we have the real one this time, and you can see the cover doesn't close because I'm using a fake cover. There's some differences as you will see later. The antenna almost looks the same. One microphone here at the bottom on the fake one is just fake, it doesn't work, there's only one microphone. Then also you can see in the middle we have here the micro USB port to charge it. Color once again doesn't match here, and also the S Pen is placed on the same spot, but there are some differences with the S Pen, as you will see later. We can now see the top side of both phones, and you can see the cover doesn't close once again because it's a fake one, so also here at the top there are some problems. Then the frame here, once again the color doesn't match. Here we have the IR blaster. On the fake one it's once again fake, and there's also no cover because somehow it went off, and yeah, you can already see the build quality, so it's literally falling apart. Then here at the top side we have a microphone and a 3.5mm headphone jack to connect a headphone or headset. Headset is included and FM radio is working, but the top microphone is just fake. Now different side of the smartphone but same story. Frame looks the same, even the bezels, everything. Also here the volume rockers, but they don't feel that good to press like on the real one. I don't know why, but just my personal feeling is not that good like on the real one. Then here you can see both back sides, and on the right side we have the fake one with the real cover, and on the left side we have the real one with the fake cover. Sorry it's a bit confusing, but I wanted to test if the cover is working on both. Now you can see the M is already missing on the fake one, while on the real one it's perfectly fine. Then here you can see the heartbeat monitor. Now I cannot tell you if it's working. It shows some values, but seriously, who the fuck needs this shit? They should also remove it on the real one. Then here you can see the camera, and the camera looks quite okay. The lens on the real one just looks better because yeah, it's a bit bigger, and also the camera quality of the real one is much better, as you will see later. Samsung logo on both devices. On the fake one already the M is missing, so the logo is falling apart, guys. But yeah, let's have a look at some other stuff. One of the main reasons why people buy the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 is the S Pen, and the S Pen is a really great feature, so you can draw something on a smartphone, you can note something right on your screen, and it's a really great thing. Now the real one looks like this. Comes with the Samsung logo, a soft tip, and a button, supports hovering over the display, and yeah, you can see it's very soft, and yeah, using it feels absolutely cool and it's very smooth. And yeah, there's also a button right over here, and if you press the button then a menu pops up. And then you can hover with the S Pen over the display. I think you guys all know this. And then you can choose some tool like screenshot tool or whatever, and also write on the screen. So really cool things. But let's have a look at the fake S Pen. Now the first thing you will notice is that it's much thinner. Now it's almost half as thick as the real one. And it also bends a lot, so not that good. And also you can see they had to make the end here thicker, that it looks when it's in the smartphone like the real one. But all in all, the tip here is the most important thing. Now, this fake S Pen here doesn't have the S Pen technology, so there's no screen hovering, and you really have to touch the screen. And the tip is not soft, so it's a aluminum tip. And really guys, it doesn't make fun to use it. Now, it only works really good on the fake one because the screen is optimized for this pen here. But on the real one here, it's absolutely not working. We'll just have a look at the S Pen a bit later. Now, on the fake one, it's working okay like this, but here on the real one, it's an absolute piece of crap, and we'll just have a look at the S Pen a bit later. Let's come to a very interesting part. So how does it look from the inside? And also let's have a look at the covers. Now, yeah, I've told you that the fake cover here is falling apart, and yeah, the logo is coming off. And yeah, you can just notice the real one is on the left side because there's a sticker with a QR code, and yeah, the real one looks like this. And also the real one, it looks much more than leather. Now the fake one here, the color doesn't match and it doesn't look that nice like the real one. Anyways, yeah, it's just a cover. I don't really give a shit about the cover, but let's have a look at the smartphones. Now on the left side we have actually the real one, on the right side the fake one as always, and you can see that they look very similar. Now the camera module almost looks the same, heart rate monitor a little bit, the LED flash looks different as you can see. We have on the left side the microSD card slot, on the right side we have a lot of those golden contacts for wireless charging, and yes, funny thing is wireless charging is working. And on the left side we also have some golden contacts for some other crap like NFC, which is not working on the fake one. SIM card slot on both. There's also a dual SIM version of the fake one, but yeah, I've just got the one-to-one single SIM version. Here you can see the battery, and you can take it out just like on the real one. We have a sticker here under the battery with model number and all that crap, but yeah, there is no model number on those, so it's actually useless. Here we also have the sticker, and you can see it looks kind of different, but I also have the European version, so the sticker could look different. Now at the bottom side we have here the speaker. You can see it right over here, and the speaker doesn't sound that good but looks the same. Here we have the S Pen, it comes out of the device here just like this. It's a bit more loose on the real one, and yeah, here it's a bit better on the fake one. So with that I mean it just doesn't fall out that easy like on the real one. Anyways, both look very similar, just the color here of the plastic also looks different as you can see. Then let's have a look at the battery, because this is the most important part. Now yeah, we have here two fake batteries and you can see they are very thin. Now, one battery regarding the weight and the size, I think it's probably not even more than 2000 milliamp hours, because if you compare them you can see a lot of differences. Now the first thing is the size, then also just how it looks, the battery contacts, they are much smaller, and also just the feeling. Now it's not that good like the real one. You should definitely get a real battery, because also the battery lifetime of the clone is not that good. Just about 1 day if you have a good battery, and if you just have a bad battery, because it's always a 50-50 game if you get a good battery or not, then the battery lifetime sometimes is just about 6 to 10 hours, so really not much. Now yeah, that are the differences, and you can see the wireless charging thing here is on the real one. I've used it in the fake one and yes, it's working. But essential things like quick charging, NFC or something, also with the real battery, is not working on the clone. Another reason why people buy such cheap clones is that they are compatible with a lot of original accessories. Now I can feel with you guys, I had not that much money when I started with YouTube, and also I had a lot of those clones, and I learned it the hard way that sometimes clones really don't have good quality. Anyways, you can see the wireless charging module is in here, it's working, and you have to have a wireless charger, but yeah. You have maybe some problems with the back cover. Now the back cover supply didn't close. I had to use the original back cover, and with the real back cover, which is working on the fake one as you can see, it closes, it just feels a bit stuffed. Now the whole phone feels very stuffed with the real battery and also that wireless charging module, and sometimes it just pops off, so the cover is sometimes coming off. But once you find the correct way to close it, then it actually works. But you have to play around with this. And the reason is that the display and the internal components are a bit thicker than on the real one. And with the big battery then, yeah, it's just too thick to have the same dimensions like the real one. Anyways, real accessories are working. Chargers, I would definitely recommend to get original charging accessories because they have much better quality. And also covers are working. Now, this clone, even though it's a cheap replica, it has a Hall sensor. That means a magnetic sensor, and with this you can also use the original back cover. So S-View or S-Window or however this is called is working. It shows you notifications, you can access the camera just like on the real one. But if you try to use it with the real battery, then it's not working because those back covers here are very stiff. And that means they don't bend, and yeah, you cannot close it because the back cover needs to bend a little bit. You need to have some soft back covers in order to use the real battery, otherwise this crap just won't close. Now let's get started and let's see how both devices perform. Unfortunately on the clone we have a TouchWiz port to make it look like the real thing, but I absolutely hate TouchWiz, biggest crap invention ever by Samsung. But yeah, also here on the left one, on the real one, I have a custom ROM and I need to update soon. So there's dual boot now for the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and when I have time I will just get some new custom ROMs. But let's have a look at the settings. First of all, about the phone to see model number and all that, and now I want to tell you something which a lot of people just don't know. When it comes to clones, the model number is totally useless. They all have the same model number like SMN910F. And many people say, hey, give me ROM for the SMN910F, and no, I cannot, because there are many different clones, but they all show the same model number. And yeah, people finally need to think about this. But anyways, both devices are running KitKat as we have seen, and we can also have a look here at Wi-Fi at the top, so that's actually the first thing. And we have here NVRAM warning error, so when you factory reset the smartphone, there is a chance that you wipe your NVRAM and then you get this error. We have a fix for this on chinadevices.com if you have the same thing. Wi-Fi is working good on both devices, just the signal quality is better on the real one as you have seen, and also the link speed, but only a little bit. The Wi-Fi comes pretty close to the original one, but it's just a bit slower. Then another important thing you guys should know is that the fake one doesn't come with NFC. It also has GPS, but yeah, no NFC because it's not supported by the MTK6582. Then let's have a look at storage, and this is really funny. Now on the fake one we have 2 times 64 gigs, and this is total bullshit. It comes with maybe 8 gigs, but really not more, so this is faked. On the left side, so on the real one, we just have 32 gigs. This is the internal, the real one, and a 64 gigabyte SD card. But you can see here the 64 gigs on the LiveMall clone here are total crap, and you'll probably get to 100% when you have something like 5 gigabytes on your smartphone. But yeah, let's have a look at the battery stats, and yeah, crap, I cannot find them on the real one, but let's talk about the battery on the fake one. And the battery on the fake one, definitely get a real battery, because those crappy batteries you get with the smartphone, even though you get 2 batteries, the battery lifetime is really not even 1 day. I was just filming outside and then boom, battery dead, and this is why I'm using now the real battery in the fake one. It's working, but yeah, you know the problem with the back cover. Okay, then let's go back to the settings and let's check out here motion and gestures, and we have air gesture, which is working quite good, as you will see later. It works left and right on the fake one, and on the real one we have all the Samsung things like also palm swipe, which I think is not working on the clone. Then there are also various things like multi-window and S Pen settings, but multi-window is not working on the clone. This is just a sidebar, and on the real one you can split the screen, so a split screen is not working on the fake one. And let's check out the application manager, because this is quite important. Now here we can see the RAM consumption of the ROM. Now yeah, the fake one just has 1 gigabyte of RAM. Now the RAM here is fake, so you can see it's just scaled. Now it says here 1.2 gigabytes used and 1.7 gigabyte free, but this is total bullshit, because the smartphone only comes with 1 gigabyte of RAM, so this cannot be true. Now if you check all applications, there's only one Chinese application which got installed when I rooted the smartphone, and you can easily root it with iRoot. So you can see the settings and everything is very similar, so it looks a lot like TouchWiz, but yeah, some things are missing. We can also have a quick look at language and input, and you can change the language, but only to the languages which are natively supported by Android. And we all know the translation is not that good, so some words will remain in English, so yeah, you need to know this. Alright guys, then let's have a look at some other crap. Then let's have a look at all the important features of both devices. Let's get started with the Android status bar, and you can see it looks exactly the same. Here you can see the notifications, maybe the font looks a bit different, but that's it. Now if we have a look at the quick toggles, you can see that there are many differences. Now first of all, no NFC on the fake one because it's not supported. Then multi-window is just a piece of crap, it's not working, it's just a sidebar, you cannot split the screen. Then another thing is that, for instance, power saving mode on the fake one just switches off the colors to make it look that it would be power saving. But no, this is not power saving, it doesn't clock down the CPU, so this is not working. Also some minor things are missing, like side key panel, touch sensitivity, but for me those things are not that important. Smart Stay and Smart Pause is absolutely not working. For instance, if you just activate it, then it randomly stops the video, so I would suggest not to activate it. But Air Browse is working really good. It detects left and right, and the proximity sensor is working really good, just like on the real one. There are absolutely no issues. Flip to mute and all that crap is also working. We can also just have a quick look at the basic applications like the dialer application. And we have here the phone application at the bottom, and I have to say it looks exactly the same. Regarding the phone signal, sometimes I don't have a signal where I have signal with the real one. So the signal quality could be better. Now here we have the speaker, and you can hear the speaker quality, it's okay, it's working, but also on the real one, it's not that crispy and it just sounds better on the real one. If we just turn off the speaker, and you can see the sensors are working, so it shuts off the display, which is really good, so you don't hang up the call with your ear. And if you have such a big smartphone, this is really a must. Okay, then here we have internet, and I have to say, for instance, using the keyboard, it really feels good. There is a slight force feedback, so vibration feedback. And also on the real one it feels better, but I have to say I had phones where those vibration feedback was really worse. Then there are no ghost touches. Sometimes people say they have ghost touches, but yeah, this depends how good your phone is assembled. Then browsing the web here is pretty okay. We're using the default browser right now, and yeah, my forum has really bad phone optimization. I need to improve it, but yeah, let's just try msn.com. And there we go, yeah, no issue. I'm using Wi-Fi, but we'll later do a speed test on 3G. Okay guys, now that were the basic applications, and let's just have a look at all the apps which come here pre-installed, because I've seen a lot of China phones which came with some Trojans. Now this phone is clean, I've scanned it with G-Data and absolutely no issues here. What maybe could be a problem are those applications which get installed when you root the smartphone with iRoot, but you should definitely root it, install the empty GPS application, because without the GPS fix, GPS on those clones is, for me in my country, never working. Then yeah, here we have the Play Store. It's just the same like on the real one, latest version. We can just download here some applications. And yeah, I just wanted to show you quickly a game which a friend of me has coded. And it's a really addictive and funny game. It's called Happy Dash. If you have some time, you could maybe check it out. He would be really happy if some people will play it. But anyways, it's a really good game and not a piece of crap. Also, one interesting thing is the S-Health application. And I'm not using this at all. You know my opinion on the heart rate monitor is such a piece of crap, seriously. Also, I also do a bit fitness, but who the fuck needs a heart rate monitor on their smartphone? I mean, a watch is okay, but on the smartphone, seriously. But yeah, let's just try it. And we can go here to start, and you have to press the button on the fake one. On the real one, it automatically starts when you place the thing on the scanner. And yeah, it's now scanning, and there we go, detecting. And I think the real one will probably be faster. Okay, now there we go, 64 beats per minute. That is pretty realistic. I'm just holding my smartphone and I'm talking, and 77 on the fake one. That's also realistic too. Now, yeah, I think the values are realistic, but I wouldn't trust this anyway. Okay, now that was the heart rate monitor, and also the fitness application has a pedometer and all that crap, and it's also working. But I think it's not the latest application, and you probably can't update it. Here we have S-Note, and this is pretty cool because you can take notes or just, for instance, edit your screenshots with the S Pen or whatever. And it looks really the same, but it's a older version of the S-Note application. Also Scrapbook, and it comes with all the Samsung apps. You can see Super SU on the smartphone, so it's rooted. Routing no problem, as I've told you before. Yeah, then we have some other crap right over here, but let's go here to the first page. On the first page, Antutu will have a look at this later, and the first thing we have here is the camera, so I would suggest let's go outside and let's do a quick camera test. Now there we go guys, as always here's a quick camera test, and here a short comparison between both cameras. Now both cameras are perfectly smooth, but if you have a look at, for instance, the colors, then you can see they look absolutely outstanding on the real one, and on the fake one on the left side you can see the logo is still covered because I've recorded this earlier. It looks not that good, but yeah, just okay. Then here you can see we have different modes, just like on the real one, auto, panorama, whatever you want to use. We have a working focus, and we can also take pictures right over here. The shutter delay is very fast on the real one, while it gets a bit slow on the fake one, and also sometimes the phone lags a little bit. Now if we switch to video mode, then you can see the real one a bit more wide angle. There's just more on the picture than on the fake one, and also it just looks more sharp and the colors look better. Now it just looks a bit darker right now, but you will later see some test videos, and then you can definitely see the quality comparison. Alright, now automatic autofocus is also working. We can now switch here to the front facing camera, and yeah, that's the worst thing. Now if you have a look on the left side on the fake one, it's really zoomed in and you have to hold it 1 meter away from you to get yourself fully in the picture, so this is a bit annoying. Then let's have a look at the settings, and you can see on the fake one on the left side, so the settings don't look like on the real one, and you just have the default settings like in the default camera application. But yeah, we can go quickly here through the settings. Now first of all, the smartphone doesn't support 4K and also no slow motion, so it's just a basic camera which can record in full HD. And yeah, the picture size, I guess it's 8 megapixels and interpolated then to 13 or 16, but definitely not 16 because yeah, doesn't look that good at all. And also if you compare it to the real one, yeah, it's just not that good like the real one. Okay, then now I would suggest we'll now have a front-facing camera video test, and after this we'll just take the phone for a ride and let's have a look on how the video quality of the rear camera looks on both devices. But yeah, you can see we have your 4K recording and slow motion on the real one, and on the fake one, yeah, just default recording, 720p, full HD, but not really much more, and also the quality doesn't look that good. Alright guys, then now let's do a quick front-facing camera test, and then let's take him for a ride. Alright guys, now here's a quick front-facing camera test on both devices. Now, on the real Samsung Galaxy Note 4 it looks absolutely natural, the colors, the sharpness. But on the fake one here on the right side, everything is really zoomed in. I have to hold it very far away from me in order to get myself on the picture. The colors look strange, also it's a bit laggy in my opinion. On the real one it's much more smooth, much more wide angle, you get much more on the picture, and all in all the front facing camera on the real one is so much better than on the fake one. But yeah, on the fake one it's working, but the quality is not good at all. Nice. Oh, that smells. Shit, guys.
Too hard. But we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave.
Oh yeah, now there we go guys, we are at the end of this review, and here comes my conclusion about the fake Galaxy Note 4. Now you probably know my opinion on counterfeit items. Actually, I think always buy the real deal. But yeah, those things are amazingly cheap. But seriously, there are clones which retail over $200, and I would never buy a clone over $200 or even $180 because there are really good brand phones which you can get for $200, like, I don't know, iOcean, Elephone. You don't always have to buy a clone. But yeah, this was just my quick review. All in all, it's much better than an iPhone clone. I've had iPhone clones and yeah, they just broke after 3 or 5 days. So guys, hands off from iPhone clones. If you really want a clone, if you just want a device to play around with it so you don't care if it breaks down, then yeah, I would probably suggest a clone. But as my main phone, no, I will just stick with Samsung because I absolutely love my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Alright guys, now if you want to check out the specs or the price, link is down below, feel free to check it out guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you again in my next videos. Have a nice day and bye bye.